Y'all, when I go back and watch this, I'm gonna be so mad at my fucking self for being on camera like this. But anyway, hey y'all. It's your girl Gina. I'm standing out here on my back porch, getting ready to go to the beach with my homegirls. And I have just been watching some YouTube videos, and I really wanted to start making masks pretty much. So let's jump in. So 2 years ago in April 2019, I got a gastric bypass. I went from 270 pounds to 125 pounds. It left me with all this excess loose skin. And that shit got to go. So what happened was, like 2 years ago, like I said, I was like 270 plus. And I was just finding out about plastic surgery 2 years ago. I'm 33. I didn't know what a BBL was till I was 30. I don't know. But anyway, so I go to get me a consultation, shit. And they were like, oh, your BMI has to be X, Y, and Z. And I was aware of what a BMI was before, and I knew mine was fucked up. But I was like, oh, yeah, I'm not going to. So I tried to diet. I tried to exercise for like 2 weeks. Then I found out that my previous employer paid for a weight loss surgery and for free, and you will lose a whole lot of weight. So I got the surgery. I lost a whole lot of weight. Fast forward 2 years later, reached out to the same doctor and set up a consultation. I set up a consultation with a few doctors. I ended up going with the place that I had originally picked. And now I'm really, 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 really excited, guys. So on June the 7th is the first time I actually spoke with my coordinator and paid my $500 deposit. So a few details. I am having my surgery at Seduction Cosmetics in Miami, Florida. Scheduled with Dr. Marco Amarante, which I'm hoping is how you pronounce his name. Amarante. Lo siento. No disrespecto. I want you to snatch me. I ain't got no beef with your name. I think it's a real nice name, Marco. I like it. Okay. So I'm scheduled with Dr. Amarante. Originally, I was drawn into seduction for the BBL King. And mind you, like I said before, I had a little more weight on me. So, I had plans for shifting everything. My neck fat, ear fat. I thought I was just going to shift everything to my ass. I thought I was going to do that. But yeah, obviously that don't work. But anyway, now that I lost all this weight and I'm not getting the BBL, because I literally am like less than 3% body fat at this point. It's all skin and directitis, whatever that is, causing my bulging here. Like you can kind of see I got an ab, and then it's like a big split. So I know when they sew me together, my waistline is going to be super snatched. But anyway, I had Samson before, and I was going back and forth with my coordinator, Ashley, and I'm like, Samson is the business, and but I'm not getting the BBL. And she's like, oh, well, I got, my body done with him too. I would suggest you go to him. So I did go with him. She gave me one price and said that price was for all of the doctors. But doing other consultations, most of the doctors' prices vary. So I thought that was odd that the BBL King prices is the same as Dr. True, somebody who's, but whatever. So, boom, book with Amarante because I was able to see more pictures of his tummy tucks. I was able to see more pictures of his boob jobs. He has a group on Facebook with about 7,000 people in it, and I'll just pop in there and be like, hey, anybody 5'6", 140 pounds, drop all your pictures of your breast jobs and tummy tucks, which is what I'm getting. And I can see a lot of awesome work for him. And when I would do that in Samson group, it's like nobody would have pictures of tummy tucks. So they'd be like, oh, I got my tummy tuck 2 years ago. I love it, da-da-da. And I'm like, nah, bro, I need my tummy tuck person to be doing 2 to 3 tummy tucks a week. Like, I need this to be like with your eyes closed, not like, how did I do that stitch 2 years ago? So anyway, I'm really happy that I switched to Samson. And then I read in the Facebook group, so it's not a fact, but then I read in the Facebook group that he stopped doing tummy tucks, and honestly, it only makes sense if he can charge 8,000 for a tummy tuck and charge 8,000 for a BBL and have less problems with a BBL overall, because you don't have to worry about the incision and da da da, less infection and blah blah blah. Yeah, I will stop doing tummy tucks too. But anyway, I'm going to Dr. Amarante November the 7th. So let's talk about the consultation process. So you pretty much can go on any of Seduction pages, and their social media department immaculate. I mean, on point. So you can go and comment a middle finger, and you will have a response in 2 seconds saying, check your DM. They've sent you a form for a consultation, which is really cute. Shit. I don't know what kind of Autobot system they got set up, but I mean, the shit is lit. They have that DM to you. But anyway, so I commented like, oh, I need this on the tummy tuck or something. I went and did the consultation form. I got the email. I had to send them pictures of myself, which I think I had on like some drawers, but I'm like, consultation should be done naked so you can see every crook and crevice. So, I had to do the one like this, showing all this, and then the one to the side with all this, and then boom, 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 and one from the back, my back, all this. So those pictures like hella degrading, because I'm like, I'm trying to make sure I got the most fat pulled out and hanging so he can see all of what needs to be done. So anyway, you send in a picture, and then a consultant calls you back. Again, my consultant's name is Ashley, and she's really been a pleasure so far. Ashley a big booty Ash, whatever she's told you to call her. So she calls me up. We have like a 30-minute call. We talk about availability. I booked on June the 7th. I would have liked to go get my surgery at the end of June. She was telling me it wouldn't be any available surgeries until November. And I'm like, okay, that sucks. But I am glad to hear that my doctor, and again, mind you, at this time it was Samson, but I'm glad to hear my doctor doing so much work. They ain't just sitting around bored. They booked and busy. I can wait until November. My birthday is in October. I wanted my body to be done before my birthday, preferably 2 months before. So it kind of put me behind. I could have went to a completely different surgical center for thousands of dollars less. Or more, depending on where I went. But I was like, whatever. And Ashley was just like, I was kind of skeptical about the date. I was like, oh, that's really far away. And she's like, you're going to need the date far away. It's a beautiful bird on my fence. You're going to need the date far away because you have to book a place to stay, and you have to book a da-da-da and da-da-da. And I was like, that's not true, sis. I hung up with her on June the 7th, and I had all of my reservations booked. Massages, aftercare, rental car, Airbnb. I literally had everything booked within an hour of speaking to her. It's not hard if you got money. You just spend it. It's a room everywhere, available up to a year. So it's really not hard. It's just Google the address. Get an Airbnb that's close by. Massages by Ari is what I booked, 'cause I keep hearing a lot about her. I like to squeeze later, but I don't need nobody salsa dancing on my body while I'm trying to, shit already gonna hurt. So I skipped her, even though it looked like she does a great job. No shade to you. She give me a little stud vibe, down for the girl for girl. But call me, I be in Miami in November. But anyway, so I booked with Ari. Everything was booked. So now, it's like July the 17th. So now all I do is spend all my time all day. Let me go back. Booking process. So she calls me. She's like, hey, Regina, thank you for being with Seduction. She sounds really nice. She polite. She tells me, my coordinator, Ashley, this kind of worried me a bit. I'll be transparent. My coordinator, Ashley, assessed my photos herself. And based on these 4 images that I provided her with, she was able to tell me what surgeries I will be getting performed. So I found this a bit odd, because no disrespect, of course, to my coordinator, but big disrespect to the system overall. What qualifications besides having eyeballs with my coordinator? A coordinator is essentially just a sales agent. Honestly, you're just a sales agent. You're booking. Your job is just to book, not healthcare. But my coordinator decided that based on the 3 or 4 pictures that she looked at of me, what surgeries I would need. I think that Seduction should really rethink that process. I think that coordinators should not be telling people what surgeries they should get. I think coordinators should just be giving us prices, honestly. No disrespect to the job of a coordinator. But if I go to McDonald's, I just want you to make me a Big Mac. I'm not looking for you to tell me how to make no waffle. I'm not. Like, let's stick with our specialties, booking and scheduling, not assessing my anatomy to tell me what type of life-threatening, possibly surgery I should be getting. So anyway, I found that disturbing. How I think it should go, right? Always try to give a bad with a good. That was the bad. Here's how I think it should go. I think that doctors, all these surgeons should stop doing surgeries every Monday between 1 and 3, and at that time they should, how their coordinators do it, but they should be scheduling 5-minute consultations with these people, even if they lie. Like, call me up, doctor, and say, hey, I've just finished going over your records. I have some great news for you. I know exactly what you're going to need to get done, and I'm going to let you go ahead and wrap everything up and get all of the details from our coordinator. That would make me, it could be pre-fucking recorded, but that as a patient would at least make me feel better, because all we have is peace of mind. I don't know if your photo's real. They could be photoshopped. I'm sure y'all put filters on them shits just like I would be filtering this shit if I was going to post it somewhere besides this real life plastic surgery vlog. But anyway, that's what you should do. The surgeon should tell me what surgery I should be getting, or the surgeon should at least be making me think that they knew what they was going to be doing to me before they picked up my medical sheet outside of my operating room. Okay? That's that on that, but I'll get a little bit more into that. So then she tells me what surgery I'm going to get. So she's like, okay, hold on. It's hot out there. I can't keep doing it. I'm sorry, y'all. It's hot out there. Oh, Lord Jesus. God damn, I'm talking about. These bitches better come get me to go to this beach. So I'm really just waiting for my peoples to come pick me up to go to the beach. So she tells me, she's like, okay, you have a lot of loose skin. Well, first you already tell them what procedures you want. So she essentially just agreed with me, honestly. She was like, yeah, I agree. You need a tummy tuck, which I was alarmed about, because I was assuming that after losing 150 pounds that I would need to get more of an extended tummy tuck, because you can see where like my entire body has like major deflation. And it's crazy because I know I get it. Everybody be like, girl, you are snatched. Look at you. And I'd be like, look, snap for you is for me. Snap for you is for me. I don't want these. Look at what, this not supposed to go in right here. This supposed to come out right there. And when they snatch this skin and pull this up, it will. Pull this up, pull this down. It's going to help the loose skin between my legs right here. It's going to help everything. But anyway, she's like, yeah. So I agree. A tummy tuck, which may be enough. I see pictures of people in tummy tucks is enough. A tummy tuck, a breast lift, because, girl, a breast lift and a breast augmentation. So I'm like, okay, great. I'm like, how much is that? She give me the price. I'm like, okay, cool. Like I said, I got prices for $1,000 less. I got prices for a few $1,000s more. So it's just like, okay, I like this place, but cool, I'm gonna go with it. So she's like, okay, so this gets a little funky. This gets a little funky right here too. So she's like, okay, well, let's go ahead and get you booked. I see an opening on the schedule for November. I can put you in now. Just give me $1,000 down payment. So I had another consultation in the morning with like Mia Aesthetics. And so I was like, well, girl, call me back tomorrow, you know, because I was pretty much decided I was going to do it anyway. Like, I think most people don't even call unless they really decide they're going to do it. But it's probably a lot of bullshitters out here in the world. I don't know. Look at this. Girl, you already snatched, bitch. Shut up. Who fuck trying to take it? I'm not trying to fucking take this to the cookout no more. I'm not trying to take this shit to the cookouts no fucking more. It could be worse. It could be worse. It could be worse, of course. But if it was worse, I'd be getting that fixed too. Shit. People be feeling like you gotta go from horrible, horrible, horrible to no. You can go from okay to bitch slay. What was I talking about? Oh, I remember. So anyway, give my sister, get my boobs done. So she give me the price. I'm like, all right, boom, I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna book it. She like, that's $1,000. I'm like, all right, girl, but call me back tomorrow. Give you $1,000. So she hit me with the, but wait, there's more. Could you please hold while I talk to my supervisor? I worked in customer service for a long time. So I'm like, yeah, girl, sure, of course. So she come back on the line and she's like, I have great news for you. If you book right now, I can take your down payment from $1,000 to $500, right? Reading the blogs, most people only pay the $5 anyway. Well, whatever. She's like, and in addition, I will give you surgical socks, a surgical bra, a binder, a surgical binder, and we'll also offer you one revision for $1,000 plus, bottom line. So I'm not even gonna gas it. I'll keep it real. I was hype. I was like, yes, yes, yes. Free, free, free. You get something for free. You get something for free. 500 instead of 1,000. Woo, you know, it really don't make no difference. But I was like, how great and accommodating of them working with me. So I'm like, yeah, sure. Imagine she put me on hold for 14 seconds before she came back. So this is the MO. Was no approval needed of these things. So I go ahead, I book it. She like, do you have any questions? I'm like, I really don't even know what to ask. You know, this is one of the biggest decisions of my life. So I'm really just shocked and excited. $500 broker for my down payment. A date not until November and it's June. So now anxiety. So that's where we were. So after booking with her, which kind of put the cart before the horse. So I'm hoping that people are watching this. After booking with her, I began to go on Facebook and join all of the seduction, all of them, every seduction and every doctor at Seduction has a Facebook group, and I've joined all of them. So the first thing, one of the very first posts that I see is somebody upset that when they arrived, they had to pay $521. So I'm like, you know, $521, that ain't shit. But, you know, of course, if I got to pay something extra, then you should have fucking told me. So I'm reading. I see that the $521 is normally just $321 for a post-op package, depending on what surgeries you get. Depending on what surgery you get, that'll, you know, determine what's in the package. But anyway, another $100 for a COVID test now, an additional $100 for a mandatory massage. And if you don't get the massage, then you can't get a touch-up. Remember, I was offered a touch-up for $1,000+. Not a touch-up, but a revision. So if they fuck me up, you fuck up my belly button and it fall out, and I only got to pay you $1,000+ to get it fixed. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll probably edit that out. Excuse me, I will edit that out. So anyway, I'm in the groups and I'm like, a mandatory. So I'm like, okay. And then I got like contracts, paperwork, you know, all of these things electronically signed. When I was on the phone with Ashley, she made sure that stuff was signed before I got off of the phone. So, you know, you're doing it expeditiously and you like shit, just like any other contract, you breeze by it. You like, I'm not signing over my life, but I kind of am shit. Fuck it, sign, bitch, boom, let me get my surgery. But anyway, so I'm like, oh, what's in this $321 package? Because mind you, I'm excited. I'm like, shit, I could use a package post-op. Why they mad? So the package includes the surgical socks, the binder, the surgical bra, right? 3 of the 4 things that I was offered for free for signing up with her immediately. So now I'm kind of perturbed because I've read so many reviews about Seduction at this point. I really get that they just all about their bag like any other corporation, not really too customer service forward, which means that you probably will. It's a 95% chance that what you will do, Seduction, is cheat me. Or should I blame my advisor specifically? Should I blame Ashley? What I know is going to happen is I'm going to get to Seduction. I'm going to pay them their $521, and they're going to give me one of everything, as opposed to two surgical bras, two pairs of compression socks, and two binders, because upon me signing up, one of the contingents was that I would get all of these things for free. So if this company would have been on an up and up, what she would have been doing was giving me a waiver for my post-op package. And that would have been you being on the up and up. You waived that $321 because you offered me all of these things for free with an exception of a faja. So I'll pay that difference, whatever. But that's what should have happened. Considering that that didn't happen, I know that this company is going to cheat me, and it already kind of puts me off on a sour note, because why didn't my advisor tell me about this package? Why isn't my advisor being accommodated now that I'm bringing it to her attention? So anyway, I asked her clearly in the text message, and I'm like, hey, will I be getting two of these, three things? So she just responds back like, YEP, like, yep. So I thought that was like hella unprofessional, and it was kind of like confirmation that yep means bitch, fuck you. I tricked you to get you to sign up with me today. Already expecting this to happen. I won't make too big of a deal about it. I'll just put it all over my blogs and reviews and say I told you so. Beware. I'll just make sure I spread more awareness about booking booking techniques that could cheat you out of your money. But I won't be too big on it right now, because maybe when I get there, they'll give me two of those three things that I was promised for free. Doubt it, right? I don't know. So,